Welcome back to You Didn't Ask,
But we're
but
going
we're
to tell
telling
you.
you anyways.
Sorry, I just about had a moment from the Sleepy Girl mocktail that you made.
Sorry.
It's wonderful.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
Hmm
that's upside down. Okay, so we said in our last one that we're going to continue with the funny stories. So, is there any funny stories that you want to share more about until we get. Whoa. Is there any funny stories? Let me try that again. That you want to share before we get to a would you rather?
No. You know what? I do have one.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah.
I don't think I told the bow and arrow story, did I?
No, you didn't.
Okay, so before we moved down to Georgia, I was a child before second grade. Yeah. And so I was out there just playing, minding my own business when these teenage boys came out. I'm from New Hampshire, so up there, bow hunting is extremely popular. And they had gotten their dad's bows and they came out there while I was just playing, minding my own business. And then they started shooting in all different directions, right? And I kind of just knew something was going to happen. And then my mom called me home for my McDonald's Happy Meal, which I can go get a McDonald's Happy Meal right now, and it's fine. But they don't make them like they used to with the cute little box, so I'm still a little salty about this. However, I didn't know which way to go because when you shoot bows as an adult, now I know that you're supposed to shoot in all one direction, and they were not. And so I just kind of remember looking up, going which way, and I chose a way, and it was the wrong way. And so I look up, and all of a sudden, as I'm running home, and all of a sudden, a bow and arrow, or an arrow, I should say, came and hit me on my eye right here, which I do have a scar from. And so I remember going home, bloody eye, going, "Oh my gosh!" My mom freaking out, running me to the emergency room. I
That's
didn't.
not something someone would want to see.
No, I didn't get my McDonald's. And then I had to wear an eye patch for like 2 weeks, but I did get out of school, so
Good
not
sign.
bad, not
Yeah.
bad. Yeah. So let's leave it at that one.
No, I think there's more, right?
There is more, but
What
can't we
about
do it for
you? What
different
about
days?
you? No, because we told them that this is. Stop pushing it off. What about the time that you ran into the back of the car or whatever? You guys?
I really don't think people want to hear
No,
about this.
because I love to hear about it.
Hold
So
on, let me get a little Pacific Girl mocktail me. Hi.
ASMR.
Oh, okay. Yes, so I have a tendency, per my last story, to not pay attention to where I'm going and turn around and talk walk as I'm talking. And so when I still same apartment complex, same age, about I'm getting called home again. So really my mom was the issue. Sorry, mom.
She was in almost all these stories.
Sorry, mom. So really, I'm sitting there talking to her and my friend in the sandbox, and I keep talking and walking and talking and walking until finally I run into the back of a parked car and I knock my four front teeth loose. Again, going home with a bloody face. And you wonder why you've been kind of in a bubble your whole life.
What were you afraid of?
At that time, I really don't think I was afraid of anything. I got at the top of a slide on a skateboard and rode down. That was the successful one.
The most dangerous one was
Was the successful one.
okay.
I didn't fall off.
Okay.
Back then, they didn't have the plastic swirly slides. It was just the big metal
Oh, the one that burns.
burns you. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was
Mm.
just that one.
What's the one that I used to go to? No, that one's at
Castle Playground.
no.
Got.
Cut. No, the one that we used to fish underneath the bridge, and the dad used to take me to the little
Oh, yeah, yeah.
with the really long,
Yeah, I
long
remember
slide.
that one.
Yeah, that one. That one hurt really bad.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
most dangerous my life was. No, except for a riptide, but that's gonna be the
Ah,
next podcast.
that is another
Stay
story.
tuned, because you will get it.
Oh,
But that's a long story, so that one will take up another podcast.
yeah,
So,
that was a different story.
is there anything else that you could think of?
Oh, there's plenty.
Okay,
Yeah.
just
That same playground.
oh,
I got up. There
mm,
were railroad ties with a tire swing, and then the slide was at the end. And I decided to get on top of it and
mm,
jump off.
okay.
But when I got up there, it looked a little bit too high, and I got a little scared.
That's good.
and so I didn't.
Mm.
So I decided to bear hug the railroad tie and
Oh.
slide down. Yeah. Oh gosh, it was awful. I can still feel the needle that mom used.
There she is
Because
again.
back then, yeah, you just sterilized a needle, and then they thought it was a good idea to pry these darn little things out. Mom stopped counting after about 100. Yeah, it was awful.
That
I screamed and cried. It was awful. Again, I was like 7, okay, maybe 8, 9,
just
10 at the max.
whichever number. All of those numbers, they were somewhere around there.
So, okay,
That's
moving on to would you rather's. Don't you think we ought to talk about would you rather's?
would you rather
Go down.
slide down a pole?
I was gonna say on a skateboard or slide down the railroad tie, but
We
you
were
go
there.
with yours.
We were
You go
there.
with
We were
yours.
there. Would you rather that? Which one? Which one would you rather?
I would rather slide down. I mean, go down the slide on the skateboard
It's only
than
because you
slide.
successfully did that.
Yes, but it hurt so bad going down the other ones because you got to
Oh.
think those splinters went in somehow and it hurt.
Would you like to start, or would you like me to start?
I'll start.
Okay.
Actually, I like this question.
Okay.
Would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button for your life?
Rewind, because I be regretting almost everything that I say, especially working retail. Like, there's just some embarrassing moments that I wish I could just, let's start over, try this again. So I say rewind, because pause, what are you gonna do? You're just freezing time.
Can I put my input on this?
Yes.
Okay. Why you gotta look at me like that?
I
Yep,
didn't.
rewind.
What?
Rewind.
Oh.
For me, I think it really depends on what season you are in life. Because for me and you, being my daughter, I would like to pause time. Yes, I'd like to go back to when you were younger and things like that, but I'd like to pause some of the special moments that we share in time. Not this one. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because pausing, you're literally just pausing time. Like, I'm not with you. I'm just gonna be paused. So you're basically just looking at me like
Oh,
maybe
didn't think
making
about
like
it
a
like
weird
that.
face at you, like,
I didn't think
or
about it
doing
like
the
that.
eyebrow at you, or like a really
I will not do the eyebrow on this podcast.
We'll
Don't
get
even ask.
5 years down the line, you do
No,
it.
we aren't doing
I'm
it.
calling it.
No, no. I cannot disrespect The Rock like that.
That is very true.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, I see what you're saying, but while you're rewinding time, does current time still pass? So do you spend your time like the movie Click? You should really watch that again.
Is that with Adam Sandler?
Yes, it is. You
Mm.
should really watch. Because he spent so much time rewinding time that he missed out on current time.
Oh, that's his bad.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding. I love
Adam
me some
Sandler,
Adam.
you hear that?
No, stop! I love this man.
Yep.
Because he's a great man. Good. Okay. Would you rather have edible spaghetti hair that regrows every night, or sweat maple syrup?
Sweat maple syrup.
It smell good.
Because I'm already too sweet. Why
Cut.
do you keep looking at me like that? No, cut.
I mean, I guess edible spaghetti hair, I guess you can really just make any hairstyle you want. Because me, knowing me,
Are we talking about
every
Alfredo?
every day I'm like wanting a different style of hair, I'm weird. I don't know, I wish I could just deal with one thing and be good with it, but I can't. So I think that would be very good for me. But edible spaghetti, I don't like the sound of that.
Think about it every time you're hungry. Are we talking about Alfredo or like marinara or traditional spaghetti sauce? Because red really isn't my color with this skin tone.
Mine either. Why is that? Well, no, I think a deep red, like a cherry red. Cherry red is our color.
I did
Marinara
have
red.
a little bit of red in my hair, but
You did. It kind of looked good on you.
yeah, we should insert photo. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Cut.
Alrighty. Would you always rather? Use my words.
Whoa.
Would you
Cut.
rather? Would you rather always have to sing instead of speak, or dance everywhere you go?
I'll
Ooh.
dance everywhere I
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Because if you have a bad voice and everyone has to hear it, but if you dance, everybody gonna be dancing with you, and then your tune comes on, and then you're just dancing, you hitting that boogie,
We kind of already do that anyway.
hitting it. We do.
Oh, that got intense, y'all. I don't know if y'all felt that in your world, but
Just
in
start
mine, the
shaking.
bed was shaking.
My bad. Sorry. Yeah, I would rather dance because But well, like, what if you have a cold? You're like, Memory.
Don't do that.
What?
Just kidding. Just kidding, y'all.
All
kidding.
alone in the moonlight. See? Wouldn't want to hear that.
Can you put my? It's fantastic.
Awesome.
So if y'all are wondering, our Sleepy Girl mocktails consist of calm magnesium powder. Note. It also has organic tart cherry juice for the natural melatonin. We have it's not poppy. I always say poppy. No, it is poppy. It's instead of Ollie. It's poppy raspberry rose carbonated water, but it's got the prebiotics in it. And then we top it off with a little ice. And it's fantastic. So if you haven't tried it yet, you're really missing out, and you will have the absolute best sleep of your life. I swear. Like, no more getting up in the middle of the night. It's great. So
and because a girl doesn't gatekeep. Or keep going.
gatekeep? Just stay down, baby. Just stay down.
I was gonna say it, but then I realized my man watches this, and I'm not fixing to go there yet.
I really don't know what's going on right now, but we don't miss a night of taking it. We usually take it while we're playing Yahtzee or watching some 90s show before we go to
Fresh
bed.
Prince
Is our current show.
which we're almost done with.
Yeah, a little sad. Anyway, but try it. It's really great.
It does really work. Because I used to be really bad with not being able to sleep through the night because, your girl kind of got to get up to go to the bathroom. And, like, I used to do that maybe 5 times a night. So does my dad. I think I get it from my dad. And then I started taking this. Sleep through it. Sleep through it.
True.
Best sleep. And when you wake up, it's not hard to wake up. Like, it's just normal. So you get good sleep. And you're fine in the morning. You're not, like, the groggy, you know what I mean? You're not groggy, so.
And it tastes good.
If you're a man, try Sleepy Boy mocktails.
Yeah. Just call it that.
Just call it that. Maybe Red Bullet. Monster.
I mean, it really is versatile. If you don't like the raspberry rose, that happens to be our favorite. We cannot stand that flavor by itself, but the calm is like a raspberry lime or lemon or something. So it just complements it. So again, moving on.
Would you
Oh, nothing.
Okay. Would you rather have to high five everyone you meet or give them a foot tap? High five?
Oh, for sure.
Why a
I don't
foot
want to
tap?
touch anybody's foot.
No, ew. What if they have like a
Ew, let's not go there.
bunion?
No, don't go there. Most people
Athlete's
wear
foot.
shoes. Just
Ingrown toenails.
Stop. Now, look, we're not trying to gross our viewers out for our
Or if they want to
3
hear
viewers.
it. But high five. I love giving people high fives, especially like if people aren't comfortable with hugs.
Yeah.
High five them.
Yeah.
Because I get a high five. Like my coworker high fived me. I had to jump to high five, but I still
They're
loved
fun.
it. They're
a
fun.
lot of fun.
They are. Yeah. And then it makes me feel like I accomplished something.
I'm going to start
Please
monitoring your drinks.
Please go. Monitoring how many potassium, magnesium.
See? What is this? What is
I need
this?
to go to bed.
You do.
I need to go to bed.
You do. It's the C4 that we took earlier.
We're not going to be able to sleep tonight.
I know.
We're going to be up until 2 again.
Better not be.
Don't take C4 past 6.
I got a busy week. Okay. No, I agree with that.
You
We
don't.
will literally be up dancing, and we're doing the Balky
Dance
and
of-
Larry
Dance of joy. Insert.
Yeah, last time I hurt myself, thank you. Still recovering.
Okay, is it because I jumped on you?
Yeah, and now I'm still at a 2.5 on my treadmill, thanks to you. Okay, so would you rather be able to talk to animals or speak every language fluently?
Talk to animals.
Amen.
I want to know what it's like not to have any technology. I want to know what their ancestors know.
That, and I want to know what they're thinking when they're sitting there watching you all day long.
At that point, you know what? I think I might live with them.
You know, I mean, Coco's eyes tells a lot, but I'd love to know what Piper
Insert
thinks.
Coco.
Insert Piper. And Gizzy. And now Samson. We have a new member of the
We
family.
do have a new. His
Yeah.
name is Samson. Do we keep that?
I think they're calling him Sam.
Sam. We have Sam.
Yeah.
He's such a cutie, and he fits in. He's like Piper. She's so lovable.
Yep. Insert Samson now. Boom. I'm in agreement because the animal, I mean, we can figure each other out, I think, as humans to kind of, excuse me, I'm sorry. It's the carbonated drink. So I think, with that, we can be like, where's the bathroom? We can point, we can walk, we can do other things. But have you ever just wondered what is going on in the mind of your little animal? I have.
Yeah, we're trying to bring animals back from the dead, but not trying to make an AI caller.
What are you watching? Squirrel.
I love that. That's
Me
so
too.
cute. We still joke about that now. Every time we see a squirrel, we're like Doug. But yeah, like because when we're watching Perfect Strangers, Balky Bartokomous is from Mypos,
Meeples.
and they don't use technology. They're almost like Amish. They grow their natural stuff. They do this. They do that. Blah, 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 they do that. They're Dracula.
On Hotel Transylvania.
Whoa. Okay.
Y'all, I swear.
Anyways, so Larry would always get sick, and he's an American. What did I say? He's an American. He's an American, and when Balky moved in with him, he would like always try all these American remedies and stuff. Nothing would work. And then Balky, who has never been in America in his life, and did all like his natural remedies, cured Larry immediately. So what if that's what animals are? What if they know stuff that we don't? I trust an animal saying, yeah, this cures everything. Turns out it's like dead ancestor that they still eat from, but
Lana,
yeah.
moving on.
Okay.
I love you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was getting real with you.
I know you were. I know. Thank you for sharing.
Of course.
Sharing
That's what
is
goes.
caring.
I know it is. Very vulnerable at that moment.
I see that.
Don't use it against me. Go ahead.
As these podcasts go on, it's your question.
I don't feel like myself today. I mean, I do, but I feel like my goofy self. Like
You
my.
are your goofy self. Let me tell y'all, we almost died at the gym today. Like our abs and
Oh, I thought you were talking about the spider.
Oh yeah. No, like okay, can we talk about the guy at the gym real quick?
Ugh.
About how his personality does not match our energy at all.
No, every time.
So we go to grab weights. Now,
We're in distress now because I looked at the footage and this is not my good side.
girl.
Okay, go ahead. Oh,
Anyway, so we're at the gym, and I go to grab a weight. Now, this is a well-known, used gym that's got very nice equipment, very nice areas, and obviously I know spiders go everywhere. But anyway, I go to grab a weight, and there's a little spider that's on the top of it.
he was cute.
He was,
And I hate spiders.
I hate spiders. I will
He's like
say
a little
he
jumping
was a
spider.
little cute. But I leave, and as we're leaving, we're just kind of letting the guy know, like, hey, you got a little friend in there, and to please take care of that little friend by removing him to another room.
And if you accidentally step on him or roll something on him,
we never saw anything.
didn't happen.
We didn't see anything. But that the floor is the same color as this spider, so if it got on the floor and we didn't see it and it got in my hair, we would have a really big scene. And he didn't even crack a smile.
No.
I mean, and I was being really over dramatic.
Yeah, and I was tagging on to the dramatic because that's what we are. We are very over dramatic.
Well, we want to be.
And a lot of people do laugh with us. But this is the second guy who's ever done that. Well, no, because the guy at the desk with the Chanel.
Oh yeah.
Afterwards, then he did laugh with us. But at first, he was like, "How dare you?"
Very offended.
He was.
Moving on.
I feel like he really did know his perfumes.
I feel so too.
Yeah.
And Chanel was not it. I'm
Daddy's
sorry,
listening
Chanel.
to Mamma Mia.
It's probably an ad.
That's been going on for a long time. If we hear this in the podcast, we're gonna get copyrighted and we're gonna have to start it all over.
We won't hear it because these things cancel noise out. Moving on.
Is it mine? Did we already finish?
It is
Was it about the
yours.
animals?
It's about the animals.
Ooh, wow, we went on and on.
Y'all,
We really got away from that.
Let me apologize for this podcast, first of all. Let me apologize
No,
for.
no, we shouldn't apologize for one, being ourselves, and two, ranting, because that's what a podcast is. You rant on a podcast.
Is it? I've never really listened to a podcast.
Yeah, you rant on a podcast.
Except, am I allowed to say their name? The Lawrence brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got a great podcast.
We love the Lawrence brothers. If
Yeah.
you don't know Joey Lawrence, Matthew Lawrence, and Andy Lawrence, you guys never had a good childhood and you're still not living. LIVIN.
Yeah. Go see them on Instagram. They got a really good podcast.
What are they called?
The Lawrence brothers?
Oh, is that-
Isn't it like brotherly podcast or something like that? I don't get into the logistics. I just follow them. I know them and
We
I watch
listen
them.
to them.
And we listen to them.
They are really funny though.
Yeah.
And Joey still rocks those tight pants.
Oh, he does. And those shirts. Andy's doing very well.
Andy is doing very well. Isn't he
Yeah.
singing more?
He's singing more and he's doing almost like that what's it called? Ninja stuff. The
Warrior.
Ninja Warrior.
Warrior.
Yeah, so like he's getting fit for that and
I'm proud of him.
me too. He's doing really well.
Yeah.
And Matthew's looking really good and he's,
Is he still with his girl?
Miss Chile. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's dancing more, singing more.
I love
He's got
that.
a great voice. I'm glad that
He
he's singing
does.
more.
We listened to Joey's song. What is it? Timeless? No. It's one. Joey was singing a song, and Matthew. It was a long time ago, and Matthew joined in on it. They both sound so good together. I don't think Matthew does any single ones, but I think he's starting to sing more. But he has a beautiful voice, and they complement each other, especially with their accent.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Yeah,
Okay.
they almost sound the same.
Yeah. Would you rather have a permanent runny nose or always be itchy?
I hate itching. And I hate having an itch where that you can't scratch, like on your back or something like that. So
I-
I'm gonna go with runny nose
Itching.
because I can take medicine for that.
I can take medicine for that.
Well, yeah, but if you still get itch on your back, you still have to, you look like a freaking animal rubbing up and down things.
Do not bring Baloo into here.
That's exactly what I feel like.
No, but like, look at it. If you don't have the medicine, like it says permanent, so you're always gonna have it.
I mean, are we
Yeah,
talking about like a post-nasal drip? Ooh, what?
Ooh. No,
You got a little
No.
close there.
no, like it's gonna be permanent, and people can see that. With an itch, people can't see that.
Not if you keep it maintained.
Yeah, if you maintain. But like an itch, people can't see like rashes and stuff. You can cover that.
Lana, you know I have a weak stomach. Ooh,
You
a
know that's not the same
360
for me.
Mom. You need to
Stalk
text her.
her.
Well, we need to
Oh.
tell her to charge her phone.
Oh, 10%?
Hmm
Okay. All right, moving on. I don't like that question.
Would you rather have a personal chef or a personal stylist for life? Oh my gosh, that's a hard question. Want to join the podcast?
In a minute. 1 second. Okay. Chef.
Yeah, but I just can't do my hair. Like I'm just not that good.
Well,
Are we
if
talking
I
about
if I had
clothes,
to do
hair,
mine,
makeup? Are we talking about the whole
no,
shebang?
no, just
Are
hair.
we just talking
Just
about our
hair.
clothing?
Just
Or
hair.
just hair?
Just hair.
Just hair?
It said hairdresser, didn't it?
It said stylist.
Hairstyle.
Oh. And that was the moment,
Did
y'all.
you see the
That was
realization?
that was the moment that she realized.
Never mind. Stylist.
Oh, child. Oh,
I can't go.
I'm sorry, y'all. I should have done better. Should have done better. I love you so much. I do. I love you so much, baby. So much. Ow. Being dramatic.
One, I have a cross necklace on, and two, I have a hoodie that's already
Okay. I would say, gosh, it would be so nice to not have to cook and clean and
How
do
about
all
this?
that other stuff.
I have a stylist, you have the chef.
Boom.
Made it.
Okay. High five.
Oh yeah, call back.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Call back. That's the thing I was trying to figure out. Remember our second one? Remember the one that we did? And I said something about call back, but I didn't realize the name, and I got mad, and I was like, never mind, never mind. Yeah, call back. Ugh, past me would be so jealous. Would you rather have to communicate only through interpretive dance or have to rhyme with everything you say? I'm interpretive dancing.
I'm interpretive dancing, yeah.
Although rhyming would be nice.
Oh, I'd
I feel like people would get mad at that though.
yeah, I'd run
Yeah.
out of rhymes
Me
for
too.
sure. Yep.
Yeah. Interpretive dancing. That means I can get my dance, my groove, my boogie on. Blame it on the boogie.
So would you rather always have to wear clown shoes or a clown wig?
Shoes.
Really? I've seen
Yeah.
you walk in normal shoes. That is a disaster waiting to happen, ma'am.
Oh yeah, you're right. I do I trip on everything.
Safety first. Safety
I
first.
can wear a helmet.
If you did that though, then you can might as well just wear the wig and cover the or cover it with a helmet. I
Fine,
would go
choose
with
the
the
wig.
wig. Can we just do it again?
And we did.
Okay.
We do that a lot.
Yeah, we do.
It's your
Hello.
go.
I just asked about the clowns. Yeah.
Oh.
Very absent-minded she is.
Oh, I look so pale. How do you look paler than me?
I don't know. Ooh.
Would you rather have your sneeze sound like a foghorn when you laugh, or your laugh sound like an evil villain's crackle?
Evil villain.
Did I say that right?
I don't know because I don't think I'm saying it right.
Hold on.
Evil villains cackle.
Would you rather have your sneeze sound like a foghorn, or your laugh sound like an evil villain's laugh?
Evil villains laugh because I think it would be funny.
CC Babcock. I think villain's cackle would be nice because it would be funny. It would make people laugh, and I love making people laugh. So it's just
True.
how do you still have so many? Where are you?
I am at the would you rather live without music or without television? Ooh,
Television. No. Music. Music.
because you can have
No, but I love
music
my
on
music.
television. Ooh, and you still get the beautiful Jensen Ackles views.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But it says without music, so does that mean that
No,
TV is
that's
off limits
just
for music?
no. It just says without music or without
Without music.
television.
You're cheating. You're
No,
cheating
I'm
the system.
not. I am defining the system.
Would you rather only be able to walk backwards or only be able to speak in rhymes?
I think that I would rather be able to rhyme because I like to see where I'm going. Have you not watched the last or listened to the last few stories that we've told?
I'm the daughter of those stories.
Okay.
We just Rob Schneider it and come back even harder.
Oh my gosh, that would be so
That would
funny.
be so funny.
Insert when Rob Schneider hits them and they go against the wall. Okay, would you rather have to only whisper or only shout for the rest of your life?
Scream and shout.
Again, this is us 24/7.
Especially in grocery stores.
True.
Yeah.
That's all you got? You need to
Yes.
clean that iPad. That looks a little gross.
It's my
Okay.
fingerprints. I've been testing them.
All right. So, would you rather have to skip everywhere you go or dance everywhere you go? We kind of already talked about that.
Dude.
So, we're going to skip that.
Hands down dance. Oh,
See what I did there? See what I did there?
ooh.
Yeah. So, would you rather have a nose that grows like Pinocchio every time you lie or ears that No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Okay, or ears that flap wildly whenever you're excited. Oh my god, I gotta have the ears.
I have to have the ear.
I have to have the ears because
So cute.
that's gonna be cute and it's gonna make people laugh and I can just envision the ears
And
flapping.
then it'll make me laugh at myself. Because I do that a lot.
And the last, do you want to do it? Okay.
You do not get the free will of having two.
Stealing my thunder, but go ahead.
What's the last one?
The tuxedo one.
Ooh. Would you
It'll
rather?
be the one that's last on the list. I love you.
No, you don't.
Yes, babe.
Would you rather? Ooh.
Oh.
Would you rather have to wear a tuxedo everywhere for a year or a swimsuit? Tuxedo.
Ooh, tuxedo, because boy, those swimsuits can be cold on, and so.
Yeah, and then everyone would be
uncomfortable.
looking.
Yeah.
And then you're at church.
That would be so awkward. You'd be that one in church.
Grandparents' house. Grandpa would
Mhm.
kill me.
Sure thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Work.
Grocery store, can you imagine?
Ooh.
Or the doctor's office.
Well, your clothes already kind of have to go off on that one, so.
What kind of doctor you going to that often? I'm only going that. Okay. Cut.
McDreamy and McSteamy.
This has been a fun podcast. Yes.
Yeah, I hope
We're probably going to lose viewers, but
us stuttering like that. I'm keeping half of it in the podcast.
You better not.
No, everyone's gonna. This is real. We're real people here. And my bad side, remind me to always sit on that side.
Y'all go easy on me. This isn't easy for me to do. So
This isn't easy for me to do. They're getting a bad side.
can you stop talking about your bad side? You look beautiful.
That
Always.
stylist would really come in handy right now.
Man, who you telling? Do the curls and everything.
Yeah, make me look good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always had like straight stringy hair, so like you know,
Wavy.
it's very soft. I'm not going to deny that, but because it's so soft, it holds no curls. And if it does get curled, it only stays for just minutes.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And
got a lot of
for me,
flyaways.
it's like at first looks really good, but the front pieces, like my hair looks amazing, but then the front pieces never go good with my face. And then at work, it's like fluffy, straight. And then I realized that at the end of my shift, and I'm like, well, I went like that. So
Yeah, well, at least you're not doing your hair in the morning and the mirror tells you that, ooh, this actually looks good. Then you get to work and everywhere you go, you're like, oh my gosh, I need to brush my hair. Seriously, it looks like I've never brushed my hair before.
that's
to keep
just
it brushed at work.
lighting. I think lighting really
No,
does.
my hair really just, I don't know. It just doesn't like to cooperate.
Yeah, but we stutter a lot. We always, if we're watching a movie together and something happens, we always make the same noise
Mm-hmm.
at the same time.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and we always quote TV shows, so you will eventually see that. Our favorite one. Do you know what that one is?
Yes.
No.
Yes. It's
No.
over here, but yes. If you guys can tell us that, 5 points.
5 points.
If you haven't seen it, watch it. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Should we
He
tell 'em
will
what it is?
forever be my. Okay,
Mr.
we're gonna tell you, Mr. Sheffield, Maxwell Sheffield,
On the
and
nanny.
Niles will forever be my favorite butler. I'm so sorry, Jeffrey, and I'm so sorry from the one that's on. It Takes Two.
Takes two.
Ooh, baby, you.
We usually sound better.
Wait.
No, we don't.
I do. I said we'd be real on here.
Seriously though, Niles, like if you haven't watched the episode, we are so freaking random. If you have
That's
not
what it's
watched the
for.
episode where he does the risky business bit, which you have done, and
I
it's
did.
on my agenda
It's still
to
on
do.
my TikTok, by the way. That dance that he did on that, I literally had him playing while I was doing the moves.
Yeah, like it is life changing. Seriously, go watch it.
Yeah.
Go watch it.
Yeah.
So what
And
are we
then
doing?
my favorite. Sorry.
Go ahead.
My favorite of Maxwell is when he's with Nanny Fine and he comes
If you think, oh, go ahead.
and he's drunk and he
If
comes home.
you, sorry.
He comes home.
If you, go ahead.
If you want my body and you think I'm sexy,
Mom, baby,
tell me so.
I love you so much, baby.
I was trying to figure out where you were going, what lyric you were gonna do.
I was trying to figure out the lyrics.
Come on, baby, tell me so.
He does that so well.
He does, and the growl in his
Yeah.
voice, and the way that he looks at
Right.
Miss Nanny Fine.
See,
Yeah, happens all the time.
yeah. So what's next week gonna be about?
I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. If
Should
you guys have any idea what you guys want to see, please let us know. Because I'm running out of ideas. I shouldn't admit that, but I'm running out of ideas.
I still say we do the movies and the '90s movies and TV shows. We rate them.
Yeah, but isn't that boring? This is the view that she gets every
Yeah, that's why I'm like looking at my nails right now. I've had your butt in my face all night. Till next time.
Till next time.
Have a great night.
Get in the middle.
What do you want me to do?
Okay, hold out your hands like this, and I'm gonna try.
And cut.